Well, I had the level down.
There
we go.
Oh, there we go.
So the beginning of that podcast is fucked.
It would be nice to hear my own voice, yes.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right. End of podcast.
All right, so let's play the outro music now.
Okie dokie.
No. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get it fucking started. And we got the fucking intro music, dude. Oh!
God, that is...
It's such a good vibe for it.
It is.
It's like mellow. It's just like a nice hey, how are you? Hey, how's it going, bud?
How's that day going?
Hey, hey,
Hey.
are you having fun?
No.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place, dude. Get the fuck out of here if you're trying to have fun.
Like that. Good call.
Not bad, right?
No.
Not bad. I might need to adjust the fucking levels just a wee bit because it gets a little loud and a little overbearing.
Just enough.
But then I can also fade it out whenever I want to,
Yeah,
and it just goes away.
boom. Beautiful.
All right, fuckers. Welcome to the goddamn podcast. Once again, it is I, your fearless leader, the Aragorn of this podcast, leading all of the hairy-feeted hobbits all the way to Rivendell, risking life and limb.
Jesus.
Just making sure that everyone gets there safe.
Help.
To my right, we have Samwise Gamgee.
Oh, my fucking
What's
God.
taters, precious? Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Oh, God. That was good. That was good.
But seriously, I am the Aragorn of this podcast.
I agree.
I'm
I
saying
agree.
it right now. Also,
No,
Gandalf the Grey.
Yeah. That's what I actually think I called you that one time was Gandalf.
You
I
said
think
Gandalf, and then you were about to say Aragorn.
I know, exactly. So perfect. Look,
I'm
we're
a
on
perfect
the same
mix
page.
between the two.
We're on the same page.
I'm Gandalf the Grey in terms of the fact that I have one gray nipple hair.
Okay.
And soon enough, I'm
What
hoping
about
to
your,
be...
What about your gray ball hair? I feel like we talked.
That's when I become Gandalf. That's when I'm Gandalf the White.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That stuff
yeah,
is.
Good point.
That stuff is, woo, white.
Fire.
Birth defects are fun. Oh, sorry, we're having too much fun here. So, fucking...
No such thing as too much fun.
Yeah, true. Unless you're if you're impeding on somebody else's fun
Yeah.
by having
that's-
too much fun.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's when it becomes
You got to
a
know when
problem.
to kind of cut it off. Like, all right,
Some
might be being a little bit annoying.
Some
here.
people just don't know how to be.
Oh,
and they
kind of
can't
like that
self-examine.
cannonball you just did in the pool.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, ruined my whole tanning spot.
Well,
Covered
you
in
found a
water.
new one.
I found a new one.
I also waited until the other guy left, so I was being very respectful.
He was pissed.
That we were there?
Oh, I think so.
Why?
He seemed very reclusive, kind of like you.
I'm not that reclusive.
No, he just seemed like he wanted the whole pool to himself.
Too bad. This is the deal you have when you're living in
Dude,
an
it's
apartment.
nice when there's no kids in there. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fucking complain if there's a couple adults and we're all reading our fucking books and hanging out. Get
Well,
over
it's
it,
like it's
man.
not like we were being obnoxious.
No, we were just.
I gave one little splashy at the very beginning, but
Little
I was
splashy
far
splash.
away from him,
Yeah.
so I wasn't going to get him
you're
wet.
You're not pissing him.
And then we just quietly laid there and chit-chatted.
Oh, whoa, oh!
Dude, my screwdriver, man!
Give me that thing.
This is my favorite one. His name's Larry. He's a good dude. Get out of here, Larry. Sick
Later,
of you.
Larry.
Sick
Go
of you and
hang
your
out with
bullshit.
Willie.
That guy's having too much fun. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, man, what a
Dude,
gorgeous
did you
day.
see the ocean's just on fire?
What?
Have you not seen this?
No.
Oh, in a pipeline burst? I'm surprised you haven't seen this.
Oh no.
Let's pull this up
No,
on the old
I
Google.
really- Like we were talking about earlier, I feel like I need to have like some sort of social media interaction so that I can actually see shit like this because I have no idea
Just a
what's
little
going
bit.
on.
A little
I have
bit.
no idea what's going on in
Look at
life.
this.
Oh, my.
Does that not look like the
Where
gates
the
of
fuck
hell?
is that?
That's in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. And a pipeline burst, and now just pure oil is just coming to the surface and is now on fire. Yeah. The ocean is on fire. We are living in the end times, and Alex Jones has been right about absolutely fucking everything. This was George Soros.
No, that's actually
And Sudar
very
Pichai.
depressing.
I know,
dude.
it sucks.
That actually. Wow.
And it's so crazy. Just the look of it, just like the image.
What? Oh
That
no!
literally
that
looks like the
speaks
gates
for
of hell.
itself. Yeah. Something's going on, dude. The world is speaking to us right now, as far as that
And I
goes.
love this one.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Godzilla's just chilling
That's
in the hot
fucked
tub.
up. Like you shouldn't be laughing, but yeah. Dude.
You got to make light of things sometimes, but it's fucked.
Man, this is what makes me think about that documentary of all the ocean animals.
The
Yo, I have
documentary of all the ocean animals.
all the ocean animals and like what's been happening as far as like.
I don't think I've seen that. Is this like a Blue Planet?
No, it
'Cause that
wasn't
was
Blue
really
Planet.
cool.
It was a different, just like Netflix kind of like one-time deal type of shit. I'll have to look up the name of it and send it to you. But yeah, I haven't eaten salmon since, dude.
Really?
All fucked. Yeah, I'm super fucked up about it. Like the shit that is going down is super sad. We are literally killing everything that could save us in the ocean.
Rompin' stompin' Homo sapiens.
All the whales and shit release like certain carbon dioxide
Well,
or something that comes into the air, and like we need that. We
Yeah.
need that to survive, and we are fucking killing them with trash and shit.
Yeah, there's a
fuck,
you know about
man?
the floating pile of garbage in the middle of the Pacific.
How many miles wide is that now?
I don't think-
I feel like it's increased like exponentially since I was in middle school when I first heard about it. Like,
Pacific Ocean.
yep, Pacific.
No, specific.
Specific?
Yeah, the Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. Okay.
Pacific.
Uh,
I just had a stroke. I'm sorry, guys. I'm bad at Google. And soon to be tried the CEO of Google.
Have you listened to any more of his podcasts recently?
Oh, he did one. So do you?
Did he do one with Joe recently?
Uh,
I feel like Joe's
was
been kind of avoiding him.
maybe like close to a year ago.
Okay,
I think he did
that's-
one like
yeah.
before the election. Was the
Yep.
last time Jones was
Oh,
on.
fucking Jesus.
But do you know who Andrew Schultz in Flagrant 2 is?
No, I don't.
Andrew Schultz is like a New York comic, and they have a really funny. Dude, I can't spell for shit. It's so hard for me to type and talk at the same time. That fucks my shit up.
We'll get too used to it. It just takes a little bit.
Pacific Ocean. Trash.
It'd be cool to not have to type it.
Just be able to speak into it. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can get Charlie on that.
On it. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. That's not okay. We'll get Charlie out of his little funk, dude. But I do feel like, honestly, that's kind of why I wanted to stay here a little longer today. I wanted to see if he wanted to come up and meet at Rayback for a drink, and we could actually discuss like a podcast.
Right.
But if he's not gonna answer, then there's no fucking point.
We can give him a call in a little bit, or maybe we'll
Garbage
call him.
patch.
I'm trying to find out what the size. So there's some kid who like he's a young
Designed
kid
something
from
to-
like MIT who designed something to like filter
he's
all
like-
that trash
he's like
out.
16.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 16
That
fucking
dude,
years old.
that dude's gonna be a billionaire.
Yeah, and he like designed it starting when he was 12. His parents said he was designing it for like 3 years because he was just like so passionate. Look at that. Oh, so there's fucking a lot of them now.
Well, because the currents are circling around, and then they just end up pulling all the trash.
So sad.
Well, and it's just like,
So
well, and
depressing.
it's so when you go to like Europe and you go to a market, everything that they give you, like you bring your own stuff to put the stuff in.
Yeah.
Whereas like in America, and a part of the problem is like because like what we were talking about earlier, is America's so sue happy that food companies have to go to such lengths to package everything to make sure that there's no cross contamination and all that shit.
Right.
That we end up producing so much more trash. Because
So
we don't
much more
reuse
waste.
anything.
Double the waste than it should.
Easily.
That's why, like, I've been trying to cut out plastic as far as that goes in my life, like repackaging shit in mason jars, fucking
Totally.
reusing other fucking cups that I just get from somewhere. And
Anytime
I
I'm
fucking use them quite a
anytime
bit.
I'm done with a jar,
Just like you
of
were saying
anything?
last night, like get a fucking iced tea, drink the iced tea, fill it
with
back
water.
up with water if you
Dude.
don't have a water bottle. Don't go to the fucking gas station and buy a water bottle when you just bought that, dude.
reduce, reuse,
Yeah,
recycle.
It's bullshit. It fucking really pisses me off.
I heard
'Cause,
something
like, I
that
want
we
to
actually
go out and enjoy this shit, man. And
Yeah.
it's just getting fucked.
I think Dan was telling me that like essentially America doesn't even actually do proper recycling on any of their shit.
So when I was in Florida at my brother's house, they don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
recycle at all.
It's so fucked.
In Florida, there is no recycling. So I was like, oh, hey, man, what do I do with my White Claw can? Throw it in the trash. Oh, the trash people come 3 times a week.
That's so
Because
fucked.
people are going through a whole trash bag full of trash because they're throwing away cans,
Right.
glass bottles, all sorts of shit in there. So you're going through a whole 30-gallon, whatever that is, 15-gallon? Is that like the standard size of a kitchen
don't know.
trash bag?
That seems about right.
It's fucked. Or 10 gallon
Yeah,
or
maybe
something.
10 gallon.
That's a lot of trash.
Yeah.
10 gallons worth of trash 2 times a
Well,
day.
and most of it's
3
not
times-
actually trash.
No.
Even
No.
And then also, like when we were talking about composting, is if you don't compost, like, so all the organic material that gets thrown away and gets put in the landfill, it doesn't actually get to like oxygenate and actually start to break down. And that's where most of our things
That's where most
of our greenhouse gases are coming from. No, but that's like a huge source of methane release.
Yeah.
So like everyone says like, oh, we need to fucking stop eating cows because cows fart and create the methane. No, our trash that just sits and just all the bacteria builds up and builds up and builds up, and then somebody comes in with a fucking front loader and moves the pile, and then all of that methane just gets released all at once. And that's a bigger problem that we have for greenhouse gases than even cars and traffic and oil consumption.
Yo, I found a free compost bin on fucking Facebook.
I thought you were going to say a condom.
Nuh-uh.
I found a free condom on Facebook.
And guess what? It didn't work. I am now pregnant.
It was used. I was trying to help the environment and reduce, reuse, recycle.
I almost spit up my drink.
Oh God.
No, but that's why I have a little. That's why I have a little compost.
Yeah.
I don't have much trash up in the mountains where we can take things. So it's like most people have compost.
Yeah.
Because it just fucking makes sense to toss that out when you have to pay for your trash up there too.
Right. Yeah, and even like,
just reduce.
I take my recycling out twice a week probably.
Mm-hmm.
Take my trash out once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Same.
And that's the way it should be. That's the ratio you should have.
Yeah.
I should switch my recycling bin with my trash bin, so that way I can fill it up because it's bigger. Because I produce way more recycling.
You really don't throw away that much. I feel like it would be nice for you to have a larger recycle bin too. It'll just make you want to drink more White Claws to fill it up all the way. So I'm kind of proud of you for thinking of that.
See, I'm reducing my ecological footprint while also creating cirrhosis of the liver at the same time.
Yep.
This is a double-edged sword here.
It's great.
Much like the double-edged sword that Aragorn uses when he fights off the ring wraiths. And I can't remember the name of the fucking God damn it, Lord of the Rings, dude. I bet they recycled the fuck out of shit.
I'm sure they do.
A better world. Oh, see, that's who we need. A Radagast the Brown.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's like the nature-loving wizard. He protects the groundhogs and everything.
That be?
Who, like, out of who we know, or like famous people?
No, who we know.
Who would be Radagast the Brown?
Yeah.
Somebody stinky.
Someone stinky?
Radagast the Brown definitely. He has fucking twigs and shit coming out of his hair.
Oh yeah, he hasn't showered in a decade. Or maybe ever.
Try a millennia. That dude's like 6,000 years old.
Ever.
I don't know.
I don't really know any stinky fuckers.
Eddie for sure.
Let's get Eddie on the podcast.
Eddie for sure is Radagast the Brown.
He would be a really cool person to have on here, actually. After all the shit that he's kind of gone through, and like.
Totally.
I feel like I don't know.
It'd be cool to have him and like Dan Rubes.
Dude.
Talk about like recovery.
Dude.
Because like Rubes is so deep into it and goes to the meetings, and Eddie's just kind of doing it his own way.
Oh, he goes to the meetings?
Oh yeah. He like sponsors people.
No
He's like
shit.
very active in the
like just AA type of shit?
I don't think he goes to NA, Narcotics Anonymous.
Just
I think he just goes to AA.
That's impressive.
But I've had a lot of talks with him.
Because he's like our age, right?
Yeah, around that. I think he might be like a year older than me, maybe.
Okay. Wow.
But yeah,
and he looks good.
He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, and he looks good.
And also his style. He wears like the pirate boots.
Fucking rolls up his pants halfway up his fucking calf.
Cuffed.
Jesus.
I miss that dude so much.
Yeah, he's
such a fun guy. I used to love him and Dan Quigley would be playing house music in the back. And like I'd have to go back there to like grab a tool or grab something, and we would just break down in the back and just have like a quick like 3-minute dance party, and just like the silliest, just like.
I wanna see Evan do that. Oh my God.
Evan?
Yeah.
Oh, he would never do it. Oh, so okay, so swivel hips. Evan swivel hips.
Call them swivel hips because they could stand there and hit you with a round kick or a heel kick without bending over.
Oh, swivel hips Holton. So we would always. One time, me and Dan just like cornered him in that tiny little hallway, and both of us were just like swiveling our hips, like just sandwiching him together, and he was so uncomfortable.
Oh no, he probably liked it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's so uncomfortable with things. He has an interesting he doesn't ever. I've never seen him let loose. He's always very Connecticut in everything that he does.
It's unfortunate.
He's the most Connecticut person ever.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, live your life. I mean, I get he has fun and he does fun stuff, but like, he's never like.
Yeah, live your life. That's what I've been thinking a lot about lately. Actually, is like, how am I living day to day? Am I doing the things that I'm actually enjoying? Am I pushing myself? Am I being vulnerable? How can I have fun today?
That's what it is.
How can I have fucking fun today? Because why?
And
why would I want to sit and sulk or just be mundane all the time with my actions and how I'm living my life? No, man, I want to fucking make someone laugh.
That's the exact reason why we're doing the No Fun Zone podcast, so we can have fun outside of this podcast.
Yeah.
And as soon as we press record, no more fun.
No fun.
No more.
No fun at all.
Fun.
No, this is terrible.
So speaking of us being out at the pool, that's how I ended up with the name No Fun Zone. Because when we were young and our hearts were an open book, they used to say live and let live.
Yeah.
But in this ever-changing world in which we live in, I hate that lyric so much. That's such a bad lyric. Paul McCartney, you're better than that. In this ever-changing world in which we live in.
I do.
Come on,
I
dude.
do agree with you on
Come
that.
on, dude.
You're
better than that.
Yeah, he could have done better. Come on.
He's Paul McCartney. He's one of the greatest songwriters. Dude, he's fucking right there.
You could have done
right
better.
There. Come on, man. You're one of the greatest songwriters of all time.
Done better.
Do better.
No,
but when we were young,
I'm glad I got your fucking polar bear ass outside today.
Yeah, we'll see how I'm going to turn into a red panda soon.
No, I think that was the perfect amount of time.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm definitely going to get burnt, and I'm going to go from a white shaven polar bear to a red panda.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to. But have you seen the red pandas?
They're
the cutest things, especially when like they get scared and they stand up and try and get all big.
That's what Master Shifu is in Kung Fu. I just watched Kung Fu Panda. Master Shifu
with Jack Black?
Technically supposed to be a red panda.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that trippy?
Oh, wait, so Jack Black's character?
No. The tiny little Master Shifu that has like the long.
Oh, the Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
The Fu Manchu.
He's technically supposed to be a red panda. I think he's just portrayed as an older panda. Oh my god! So did you know pandas are my favorite animal?
Pandas are. Oh, god damn it! Fucking ads. I'm gonna have to cut that out.
I can hear it. I don't know if you can do that anymore with YouTube, right? Oh, you're just gonna cut it out.
No, I'm just gonna delete the footage.
Oh my god!
One time in college, me and a friend, Aaron, literally just got super high and sat in my dorm room and just watched panda videos for an hour and a half. They're so funny because they're just so roly-poly and they just fall over and just roll down the hill. It looks like
a fox, too, you know?
I know.
Oh, my God.
With the bushy tails.
Look how chunky they are. Willie, come here. Oh, my God, that is ridiculous.
I want to see there's one video. Oh, this is the one I wanted to watch. This one. He gets scared and he goes...
That was fucking
Oh,
great.
actually, I don't have to go through and cut that audio out because I still haven't figured out how to get the audio from the YouTubes onto the fucking recording, so we're all good.
Oh, so you can hear it
we're all
through
good.
the mics, you just can't get it.
That's what's so frustrating. I thought because I could hear it through the soundboard or through the audio interface, to me it made sense that it'd be going through absolutely everything. So when Mike and I recorded, we just watched a couple videos, just silence comes through.
Yeah, you gotta call Charlie today, see if you can get him up here to help you with this shit, so we can actually start getting some things out. Because these are like the only. I mean, everything else is perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
but also,
ready to do it.
It's not the worst idea to just not be able to use YouTube, because then we won't ever get flagged by having somebody else's content piping through our stuff.
That's true.
So maybe it's a good thing, because a lot of times when like any podcast pulls up a video, they usually have to either splice it a little bit. And like cut certain bits out and just like only leave in a little bit. So maybe it's overall a good thing, and that'll make us have to focus on actually talking more.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
This is probably super interesting for anybody listening to our fucking our ins and outs of how the logistics work on a podcast.
It's okay. We're getting through.
That's basically what we're doing here. I need more sound drops. That's something I'm going to have to work on today because that's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, give yourself a little bit of time to work on that.
Fagelas?
Fagelas. No, we're just married.
No. We're straight. Just marry.
Just marry.
How good is Mel Brooks, though?
He's a fucking genius.
He's so good.
He's a genius.
Did you ever watch the, Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee?
Yeah.
He does one with Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
So good. But because they're such old crotchety Jews at that point. Because they're like in their 80s and they're just like they do it at Carl Reiner's home and Mel Brooks comes over and they get TV dinners made and then they sit on their like old person chairs and they have the little trays that come up and they sit there and watch movies. Yeah, the TV trays. So he sits on and there's just them just like being old and hilarious.
Where is Mel Brooks from?
He's got to be New York.
It's either New York or Jersey or something, right?
Israel.
Oh my god! I don't feel like they have that thick of an accent.
No, they've got the New York Jewish accent.
He for sure does. Like
it's not like Israeli.
Yeah, exactly.
V'chem.
Let me make you some fucking bagels, dude.
What is this? It's a fizzy bubelech. I've never had fizzy bubelech before. Let me try. Go. It's not for me. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Zohan.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Dude.
It's so silly. So that's same thing with Mel Brooks and like the Adam Sandler movies. I miss the days of comedy movies that are just silly for silliness' sake.
Yeah.
They still have a plot and things still progress, but it's just silly for just silliness' sake.
Couldn't agree more.
The world needs more silliness.
That's like my favorite thing about comedy movies. That's why I'm always gravitating towards them.
Not how old. Where is Mel Brooks from? He's got to be New York. Brooklyn.
See? Yep. I don't know, when we were watching that movie, I was like, oh, he's got to be East Coast.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
That's so thick.
For sure. He's one of the... Oh, man.
He's fucking hilarious. Half off special.
Fucking when he's yogurt in Spaceballs. Merchandising. So Shawn, Buff Shawn is quote unquote the merchandiser for Christie's, and every time she would come in, first of all, I would have to strike a pose and go, "Ugh, Buff Shawn," strike like a bodybuilder pose because she's Buff Shawn. One time it was so funny. I was training down at D West, and some customer had a question about like mounting position or something. He wanted to be able to like size up his mounting position. Yeah. I've always thought about that, like when a hot girl has skis, I just call her like, so just wanted to talk to you really quick about mounting position.
Yeah.
What position do you like to be mounted in most likely? I'll use the good, the wide deep drill bit and make sure we get that right into the core and get you mounted up all nice.
Oh my god.
But the guy was asking me questions and I was like, I was back in the shop first, and then they brought me out there to like answer this dude's question. And I'm like talking to him for a second, like, yeah, we can just spread the jig open, give you a little bit more space to sort of move that heel piece forward. So if he grows in size, it'll accommodate. But while I'm explaining that to him, Buff Shawn goes walking by, and in the middle of me like, so we can just like kind of open the jig up and make sure we get the whole pattern, Buff Shawn, and then just right back to the conversation with the guy. And the guy was like looking at me like, what? And Shawn just started cracking up and had to like leave the situation. Just like, yeah, so blah, 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 blah. Buff Shawn. And we can just do that. And then that'll give you room to grow.
And you just keep a straight face too.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So I know that's why she was just dying laughing. Because you didn't like give it away at any point.
But every time,
as soon as you laugh, everyone in the
bit's
whole
over.
fucking store is going to know.
As soon as you break the character, the bit's over.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep that character.
That's true.
But every time Shawn's there, at some point, I'm going to go, merchandising, Spaceballs the breakfast cereal, Spaceballs the lunchbox, Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids really love that one.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower. Oh, God. One of the greatest filmmakers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone always talks about, like, what's his name? Like, Woody Allen.
Yeah.
First of all, creep.
Creep. That's exactly what I was just
molested and married his stepdaughter, Soon Lee. Did you not know that?
I thought it was his stepdaughter, but I know that she was like 40 years younger than him or something like extremely absurd,
She
like uncomfortably.
They adopted her when she was like 10 or 11 or something, and then supposedly like by the age of 16, potentially maybe some shit was going down. So, first of all, creep.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah.
But also just based on the pure merit of his movies, I have never really enjoyed a Woody Allen movie. You know?
They're not for me, is what I should say.
Yeah.
That's why I like Mel Brooks better. It's just like there's something about it that just fucking hooks you.
It's just silly.
And then you're like, okay, this is fucking great. Now I almost want to binge watch a bunch of fucking Mel Brooks movies, you know? That's like last night when I was all high, I was like, oh man.
I'm so bummed that we didn't.
Speaking of getting high, can we get high?
Oh yeah, you want to smoke a joint?
High? So high.
Make sure you bring a towel.
I wish you could.
Oh, Willie Nelson! Oh, Willie! I need an applause on here.
Yep.
Wait, I think I have it on my other
In
soundboard.
the house,
Hold
we
on.
got Willie Nelson
Hold
in
on.
the house.
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Oh, Willie Nelson in the house. Hi, baby. Did you get a night? Did you fart on Ryan's bed? Get a nice little nap. I farted. Oh yeah. Willie Nelson is my dog, by the way. I'm sure that's confusing. You're like, what the fuck?
What if we actually just had Willie Nelson show up?
What is happening right now? Fuck.
Where is it?
Willie, you gonna sing a song for us one day?
Hey, Willie Nelson's in the house. Give him a round of applause. Whoops.
Wow.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
There's some funny ones that just came stock on this one.
Oh, I love it.
Where did it go? This is dead air. Everyone's not listening to anything we're doing. Ooh, this one might be good.
Yeah.
It's a little cliche, maybe a little overdone.
I don't know. I mean, really, it's fine.
You got to do it at the right time. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. It's all about the
Not
timing.
overdo it.
I forgot that I can just move the boom arm so as I get closer to the computer, I can still talk into the microphone and not just like have it over here and try and project and say like, yeah, so we're actually looking up things right now. I can just put it right here. Oh! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Is that a Mario thing?
It's got to be some sort of like 8-bit game.
Gotta be.
I don't think it's Mario, but I definitely recognize that.
Damn, that was perfect. Actually.
Somebody will tell us what the fuck it is.
Yeah. So if you know what it is, just comment.
If you know what it is, send us an email at nofunzonepod.@gmail.
No,
not
fuck
dot.
emails. I'm not taking any fucking.
No, we're
emails.
taking emails.
No, we're not taking fucking.
Dude,
emails.
imagine if we could have like people just write us funny emails and we can use that as like, oh hey, we're gonna talk to the listeners, listener
All
questions.
right, fine. Send us an email.
You don't have to, but if you have something funny that we could talk about, I mean, not funny. We
No,
don't
fun.
deal with funny here.
Please don't send us anything funny because we're just gonna fucking immediately
Just
flag
send-
your shit and
send
you're,
us-
you're out of here, dude.
Send us
One
the most
strike and you're out. That's it.
the most depressing stuff you can find on the internet.
Probably. Yeah, that would actually make me feel way better.
Puppies burning,
Oh,
babies being slapped.
oh my god.
Um,
My heart is breaking.
fish getting boiled alive in the Gulf of Mexico at the moment.
Jesus fucking Christ. And I wonder how much that's spread already. Like, the fuck is happening
Well, it's
right
like,
now down
remember in, what was that, like 2006 or something? The BP oil spill?
there? The one off the bridge or whatever?
Well, in Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
That's what I mean. I don't...
Rompin' stompin' Homo sapiens came here to fuck shit up.
It's sad, dude. It's fucking depressing.
Basically, like, humans just have like the general mentality of live fast and leave a fat corpse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And like so many people are just like, fuck it. That's the kid's problem. It's like, all right, well, we're all
It's
fucked
just
then.
exactly. That's the shitty mentality that has now put us in the position that we're in and only going to progress us further in a negative direction. Absolutely.
We need a new
Unless we seriously come together, it's never gonna happen, dude. Even if there's this fucking 16-year-old kid trying to clean up the ocean, you know how fucking long that's gonna take? He's not gonna be alive
forever.
before they even have a quarter of it fucking gone.
Oh, I saw something
and
recently.
where the fuck is it going? Where's all the trash going after they're cleaning it up? What are the steps that are being taken to like not further progress another fucking bad situation?
So I feel like I saw this
Ooh,
recently.
bacteria that eats plastic?
Yeah, I saw an article about this not that long ago where there's like a bacteria.
Idenella something bacteria.
How this
from
plastic
the
eating bacteria works. Plastics are polymers, blah, 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 blah. By secreting an enzyme which eats the chemical bonds in the chain, the molecules are broken down to their smaller components, making them easier to be recycled.
Huh.
So that's cool.
So if we just fucking figured that out and a bunch of those motherfuckers were just gnawing away.
But the problem, I mean, it might get out of hand. You know what I mean?
It always does. That's the
That's
problem.
the thing is like we try and do something good. So the coronavirus thing. You've heard about like it's basically almost 100% confirmed that it was a lab leak.
Yeah.
Like people were saying that like, you know, when it happened, a lot of really, really intelligent like biologists and
it just fucked the whole
virologists.
world. Just fucked the whole world.
But what it was is like the whole gain of function reach. It's the idea is like we're gonna make these things more dangerous so we can figure out ways to stop them. But then it's like, this is Godzilla. This is the plot of Godzilla. Because we created Godzilla supposedly by, you know, dumping radioactive material into the ocean, and then Godzilla comes out.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're like trying to do things, and then like the consequences that we don't expect end up showing up.
Exactly, and it's depressing. There's this lady up in Ned when I went to go get a fucking coffee the other day, and she's like, yeah, today would have been my 54th anniversary. My husband just died last year of COVID. I was like, see, how fucking shitty does that sound to have something that we fucked up on kill somebody that you love instead of just, I mean, it's just like cancer. It's like anything. Yeah. You know, it's a shitty death.
Oh, cancer's another thing that we definitely did to ourselves.
Yeah, but it's also just like, man, it never makes it easier. It doesn't make it easier to, is that a fucking spliff?
No, that's right.
Oh, that smells like it's got some tobacco's in there.
No.
It smells good. I'm just saying it smells great.
I do want to get some tobacco to roll up actual spliffs. Maybe I'll have one container of spliffs, one container of joints.
Yeah.
Because I know there's some people that just fucking hate a spliff.
Yeah. I just haven't smoked them in a long time. I feel like it kind of distracts me. The other day I took a chop on the 4th of July and I was like fucked up, man. Like spins, had to sit down on the couch. I was like, what the fuck? I've been smoking for 15 years and this is what's going on.
If you're not used to it. Well, especially just the tobacco weed combo can just really fucking hit you.
There's something about it, especially when you're drinking, that I feels like it's an actual chemical fucking.
Well, your balance is already fucked because you're drinking.
Yeah.
And then you add essentially a depressant in the weed, and then an accelerant in the tobacco or a stimulant, and so your body is just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, that's how I feel.
But you know, it's a great combination. Hippie speedball. So a speedball is normally crack and heroin shot up or smoked at the same time. A hippie speedball is a spliff and an iced Americano.
Jesus fucking Christ, you've been using too much. Using too much
coffee?
Yep.
I love coffee.
I know.
Oh, real quick.
I feel like though your intake has increased exponentially in the last like 2 months.
A little bit. Hey.
Jesus, look at you right now.
I know.
Oh my God.
I think I might be dehydrated from the pool too. I need to drink some water.
Yeah, get some water, dude.
I will once we finish this.
I fucking just chugged like 2 glasses when we got back in. I've been trying to drink a lot of water.
But coffee is the reason that any of this is put together.
No, I'm proud of you. I feel like it has motivated you in a different sense. I'm just saying, holy fucking titties.
Plus just coffee. I
couldn't do it. If I drank another Americano, I'd be fucked up, man.
It's all about building up your tolerance.
It gets me like that nauseous feeling, though, when I've drank too much. Like, you feel like you want to throw up almost, because you're like, what the fuck? Overload, massive overload.
That'll definitely happen to me sometimes. Because I'm very sensitive to coffee. So, like, I feel it, but I like the feeling. Like, yeah, my knees are just fucking going crazy. I like the feeling though.
I'm gonna put a hole through the fucking ceiling.
Honestly,
let that thing go.
I'm like Thumper from Bambi.
Yeah.
That was a good
Damn, I need to watch
reference.
some fucking Disney movies, dude. Get myself back into like a kind of a kid's mentality where like you're not thinking. I loved being a kid.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
I literally
No
have
job.
vivid dreams about like the fun shit that I would do and how I could just wake up with like zero stress, man. Zero fucking stress.
Zero
Like,
stress, zero job.
Today I'm gonna fucking do this.
Well, and especially like I think I got it maybe a little. I don't know about that, but I feel like sort of our generation was the last generation of kids that just got the opportunity to just walk out of the house.
Yeah.
And then you're just gone for the whole day.
Yep. You call from your friend's house, maybe.
Maybe. But you just
Otherwise,
like
you see your mom at fucking dinner.
yeah, you just
dude.
go, "Mom, I'm going over to Charlie's house." It's like,
Later.
"Okay." Or like, "We're going to go play street hockey." All right, when the lights come on, come home.
Yep, that was always our thing
But
too.
nowadays, like, kids are fucked. They're tracked everywhere they go. They all have like some sort of cell phone, and like the parents are just like helicopter parents, and like
I can't even
they don't
talk
let
about
them-
it, man. It's depressing as fuck. It truly is. Like even seeing my sister, who's 4 years younger than me, just the change in her actual. Oh, I'm so high now.
about to say, I think
The change in like her actual personality and how she like interacts with people is so different than me and my other two siblings because we
yeah.
all just grew up so close and similar in age, and then she was 4 years younger, 8 years younger than my older brother. It's like she's just always been babied.
She's in the different
Yeah, she's always
generation.
been babied, you know, because she's the youngest fucking kid. It's just all that bullshit. I just don't understand how that works. Also, my brothers are not like that at all. We'd fuck each other up. Now she's just too soft. There's no controversy between people. Ryan went to go get water. Oh, and a White Claw. I did. I paused for like a second. I'm gonna go do the same thing. So you're gonna
All right, fair
do it
enough.
now.
Oh, you don't think I can fill time?
I don't think so.
In the year 1546. Actually, I have been listening to a bunch of stuff on the Black Death, which is super interesting. I kind of want to get a fucking plague doctor tattoo. I've thought about that for a long time because the plague doctors were so fucking cool. There's also a theory floating around that the plague came with like the Grim Reaper, and he'd be out in the fields with the scythe, chopping all this shit down. I've heard people talk about like, ooh, what if that's fucking aliens, dude? How crazy would that be? Let's talk about fucking aliens. With all the fucking shit going down in the world today in the media and like all these drops. First of all, the Pentagon released file was absolute fucking a waste of time. I was expecting so much dope shit to come out of that. We're talking about aliens, Gabby. Have you ever seen a UFO? Or UAP as they're called now? Unidentified aerial phenomenon?
No, I have not.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think they're here?
I'm not sure. Yeah, God. Also, speaking of Men in Black last night too, I don't know. I'm not sure if they're here or if they're just hyper watching us without us even realizing it. Like maybe they don't have like actual form here on planet Earth.
Maybe they're,
But they're like-
multi-dimensional.
They're fucking in weird shit or something.
On
I
the
don't know,
next dimension
man.
up.
I don't know. I
There's
actually
definitely-
haven't done much research on that.
Have you seen any of the
recently.
videos that have come out in the past like year or so? There's like a weird pyramid one.
No,
Okay.
no, I have not. Enlighten me.
So there's been so it's kind of funny. What's his name? Not Adam DeLorme. Tom DeLong.
I don't know who that is.
Tom DeLong?
No, I don't know who Tom DeLong is.
Yeah, you do.
Dude, this is what I'm saying.
No, yeah,
This
you
is-
do.
Okay,
Oh, no.
You know what we're gonna do
on.
fucking here in like 5 minutes? You're gonna set me up with an Instagram because I need to be fucking reading more and doing shit like
Right.
because I have no fucking idea who any of these people are.
You know who Tom DeLong is.
Who the fuck?
I can't think of the song.
Show me fucking Tom DeLong.
Okay.
You got internet right in front of you, bud. This is how we have to do it. This is what's gonna help me learn and you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know Tom DeLong, dude. Fucking lead singer of Blink. Yeah. So Tom DeLong started this thing called To the Stars Academy. and he's a nut for aliens. He 100% believes in them, and he's trying to get like evidence out there and stuff like that. This other dude, Jeremy Corbell, is also doing that, and he's like he's the one who made the Bob Lazar documentary on Netflix.
Yep.
Bob Lazar supposedly worked on alien spacecraft
Yep.
in Area 51 or Site 4 in 88 and 89.
You think that's true? Bob Lazar's fucking weird to me.
He is very weird,
and I only
but
watched
he's
a
also
little
but
bit of
he's
that.
also a nerd.
Okay.
He's just genuinely just a weird guy. But it's crazy that his story hasn't changed whatsoever, except for one small detail that he kind of brushed over. But it's like everything else, and then also so many of the things that he has said were true have turned out to be absolutely true. Back then, nobody had ever heard of Area 51 or Site 4. It wasn't even recognized until like 2003 publicly by the government.
Dude,
That was the first time.
The heebie-jeebies.
And
like, do you feel how the whole energy in the room shifted talking about it? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like they're just watching. Because every time I feel like I've ever had a conversation about it, my roommate was watching the Bob Lazar, actually, the documentary, like last year when I was living with him and stuff, and was reading one of his books or something. Because he has a couple books, right?
Nope.
I thought he had a couple books.
There might be books about him, but
Maybe
he has
it's
not made
books
not
about
made any money off of him doing this story.
Dude,
So he's not trying to
that's
make
what's
money.
Also pretty trippy.
So he went on to Joe Rogan Experience to promote the documentary. He wouldn't even let Joe Rogan buy his plane ticket out there. He's like adamant that he does not want the attention. He only did this because he thought that he was going to be killed by the government and by the military. So that's the only reason. So it's a whole story.
So he could get like basically a statement out there, dude. Like, fuck, I might die tomorrow.
Exactly.
So, hey, I was just on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh no, this was in 88, 89.
What?
He went on a news channel from George Knapp, who is a Las Vegas news broadcaster guy. He went on there and he had them black out his face, and he said like, no, I worked on alien spacecraft in S4.
What?
They didn't know S4 existed. It's since been proven to exist. This is how the technology worked. This is exactly how. And why are you coming forward? I'm coming forward because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to be murdered by the military. So he took some friends out. He knew when the test was going to happen. He took his friends out 3 Wednesdays in a row because they only flew on Wednesdays, and they got footage of the thing flying around when they're basically trying to back engineer crashed alien spacecraft.
This
is what he's
freaks
saying.
me out though. We're just living like a normal life here in Boulder, Colorado, and like,
And
is
some
this
crazy
happening?
shit might be going down.
Yeah, that's what like makes me think so differently about life too. And you just get stuck in your fucking little mundane fucking routine, and then you're like, dude, there's actually some shit going on out there, and how do I want to live my life, and what do I want to talk about and do?
Well, and what
Because
can you
that is-
control?
yeah.
Because you can't control what the government's going to be doing in that secret manner, like what the CIA does.
That's so
or what
scary.
the military does. So I think it was Eisenhower when he left office. His final speech was like, "Beware the industrial complex, the military-industrial complex, because they will start taking over." Who gets elected after Eisenhower? I'm pretty sure it was Kennedy.
I think it was
Kennedy was trying to get rid of the CIA and demilitarize things and take away the military-industrial complex. Guess what happened to JFK? And then we go into a forever war in Vietnam.
Dude, I am feeling
name me a decade.
extremely anxious right now.
Name me a decade that, like a decade-long period that we weren't at war with someone in the last 100 years. You got the 20s and the 30s.
The 20s and the 30s.
And that's only because the American people were against going to war.
And
so the American people were against going to war into World War II. And the military-industrial complex really wanted to, because that's how they make money, by selling weapons.
Of course.
Maybe Pearl Harbor didn't necessarily get stopped.
Maybe
You know what I mean?
a lot of shit didn't get
So,
stopped,
because they won,
man.
Gulf of Tonkin. It would have been the Bay of Pigs, but JFK. So this is where it gets fucking crazy. The Bay of Pigs was the same thing. We were sending in Cuban exiles to attack the base, and we were going to provide air support, and we were going to basically invade Cuba. And it was in the Bay of Pigs, and JFK at the last second pulled the air support because he didn't want us to be getting involved, and then it turned into a giant catastrophe. A year later, he's dead.
Dude, of course. I mean,
So-
yeah, that's the crazy shit. And that's why this shit is insane to me, because people have these crazy theories, but are they
this is
theories?
also-
Are they what?
But this can
what's
also
happening?
the alien stuff can tie in because if there are crafts that have landed, whoever gets that technology first rules the world.
Exactly. No, exactly.
And so that's why they're like that's why it's the military
terrifying.
and justice.
It's
Dude,
terrifying.
exactly.
I hate it.
It's so scary. And so basically they just want us to be in a forever war.
Yeah,
We're still in
that's-
we left Afghanistan. We're still
we left
partially in
Afghanistan.
Iraq.
Yep.
But we've been in the Middle East for the last 20 years. Now we're fighting proxy wars with Lebanon and Syria. The Korean War in the 50s. That was also a proxy war, us versus the USSR.
Yep,
Same
my
thing with
grandpa was in that shit.
Vietnam. Same fucking
Oh,
deal.
It's all the same.
And
It's
so
all the
then
same.
80s went for a little while, and then we found our new bad guy.
Exactly.
Saddam
That's
Hussein.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is we're just changing bad guys. And now it's maybe going to be North Korea. Now maybe it's going to be China. China. Maybe it's going to be China. I don't think it's going to be Russia because Vladimir Putin is a very terrific man. And I don't think it would happen that way.
Dude, so my friend
But
is
Xiao
actually...
Jinping over in China, I don't like what they're doing over there. Okay?
My friend's
That's
from
all I have
Russia,
to say.
and he said that they, like, worship Vladimir.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a thing, man. Like, it's hard to change that government. He's like, I couldn't live there anymore. He's like, I couldn't
he's
live
taken
there
over
anymore.
that government.
He's like, I couldn't live there anymore. I was scared. I had nothing, like, I don't know.
He's
Anyways,
become an oligarch.
We are off topic.
No, but that's what this is. We just go with the flow, baby. We
How
just
long
go
have we
from
been
one
doing
topic
this
to
for?
another topic.
I need to fucking...
46 minutes.
Perfect. Let's wrap her up.
Man, we were just getting into the good stuff. The aliens,
That's the
the
sketchy
conspiracies.
stuff. I don't know if I'm ready to. I feel like I need to do a little more research and think about things like that I want to talk about before I just start shooting the shit.
Fair enough.
Because I think it's important to have like correct information and to formulate my own ideas and opinions about
Sure.
it, and then come back and talk about it. You know,
Can
I'm
I say one
totally
thing,
fine
though?
With that.
I've seen something.
You've seen something?
I've seen some sort of craft in the sky.
What?
Serious. I swear to God.
Where? In Durango?
Nope, in Golden.
What?
I was working the corners for the Porsche Club Ladies' Day because my ex-girlfriend was driving her Corolla around it. She just wanted to race. Whatever. I'm standing at the corner, doing the flags, like if anything goes wrong, yada, yada.
During the day?
During the day. And I looked up and I clearly saw something that was sort of a can shape with like a taper all around at the bottom. So it's kind of just a sphere upright with almost like a triangle shaped sort of sphere thing at the bottom. And it was just sitting there, didn't move whatsoever. And I'm like staring at it. And then I look over to see if anybody else sees it. Look back, it's still there. I look back to like say something and I kind of look back and then it's just gone. So I don't know what that was, but it's definitely, it gave me a weird feeling. Because I was like, I know it wasn't in my imagination. I've never hallucinated like that before, ever in my life.
What if you can by them, though? What if you can hallucinate and that's the only way that you can see them or something?
Maybe.
You have to, like, fucking...
It's like
and
the
then all of
DMT
a sudden,
aliens.
Boom, dude, you fucking see their spacecraft 20 feet above your goddamn head.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's why it freaked me out. In the jam space, I was on mushrooms, and I thought I saw a mouse, but I wasn't sure if I actually saw a mouse or
good.
not. So I was like, is that just in my head?
Yep.
And then I texted Duncan, and then apparently we found mouse shit in there. So we definitely had a mouse. So I was like, okay, I'm not that crazy.
No, and I feel like when you're tripping, like, yeah, you hallucinate some things, but you'd have to be tripping.
I've never,
balls.
I've never really, at least on like mushrooms or acid, hallucinated in that way.
I have had some crazy shit. I just took acid like a month and a half ago, and that was the first time after like losing my grandpa and all that stuff. And oh my God, I have never hallucinated like that before ever. And you know how much I've tripped acid and tripped on mushrooms. I was fucked up, man. I was seeing shit coming out of the walls and fucking like just like I don't know what it was, like ancient symbols almost, just like fucking raining down. And I was like, oh my God, I want to be normal again. I want to go to bed.
Well, that's the thing with like acid. It's such a long trip. So if you're tripping that hard,
You gotta be prepared, dude.
Well,
I'm
it's
just gonna
also-
say, you gotta be prepared mentally.
and the worst thing you can do is that's happening is start thinking the thought of like, what if this never goes away? What if it's like this forever?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
that'll
gotta-
send you into a bad trip
It
so
does,
quick.
and I was thinking that for a moment, like, whew, this is a lot, but I was like, just breathe. Like, you have to just breathe through that shit. You can't, because the more you stress yourself out, it's just fake, dude. It's just fake. You have to just work through that stuff. That's why life is throwing it at you in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, like,
so.
logically you know that, but you still have that deep-seated fear of, like, what if this
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
go away?
Oh, yeah, it's scary as fuck.
Because you hear stories of people just, like, floating off and then never being the same ever again.
Oh,
like, it
that,
definitely
seriously,
happens.
perma tripping is huge. I've heard of that same thing, too. It's not something to fuck with.
No.
And that's what I was kind of worried about. I was like, holy fuck. This is the first time since tripping like 5 months when I was just doing it twice, 3 times a week, you know, at the beginning of the pandemic. No problem. Just chilling, taking acid, having a good time, working through emotions, making art.
The whole
making
world's
music.
crashing down. I'm gonna trip balls.
Yeah, every day, dude.
I don't need toilet paper. Got that L, though?
Yeah, that shit was nuts. But I'm going to bow out.
All right, we're gonna...
We're going to make some notes. We'll be back.
Yeah, dude. That's a solid episode.
Yeah.
I don't even think we might not even need to cut anything, which would be a
We'll
first.
cut some things.
We'll do a listen through. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be
But I think it's going to be so far minimal cutting. So I think that's good. That makes my life easier.
doggy.
Because that's what I want to get to, is the point where I don't have to do that much work in the editing process. If we can just be able to fucking bang it, put it out.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? All right.
Later,
Fucking
gators.
thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, at nofunzonepod. If you got anything not funny at all, send it to nofunzonepod@gmail.com.
I won't be laughing.
No. And then eventually we're getting our website up, nofunzone.com. Nofunzonepod.com, I think. I don't know.
Whoa,
Either way,
dude.
check us out. Keep on the lookout for more. And, dude, stop having fun.
That's great.
Spooky, spooky.
Yeah, I don't know how I got my hair wet. I thought I got it up.
How you got your hair wet? Cannonball.